If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Alright guys, welcome to our next episode of my Bolton career mode. We're going to be jumping our first match. This is the second episode of the day. I'm going to be jumping our first match here at home against Chelsea. They can see they've been scoring goals like I don't even know what. And we have been just keeping clean sheets like I don't even know what. So let's get into this match. We did win them 3-2 earlier in the season at their home ground. And let's hope that we can bring out a performance in this match here at our home grounds and give the fans something to go home and brag about to their fans and to their friends and to their family that Bolton Wanderers, the recent promoted team, did get a point or three from Chelsea along as they did in the first season. You can see Leon Bailey skips past one, go Jamaican international, sends it up to Swanson, and his shot hits off the post and hits off of Courtois, which rebound went outside for a goal kick. But a beautiful shot from the 19-year-old United States midfielder, and you can see that the Belgium goalkeeper was lucky to it. You can see though Aspilicueta clear the ball, lands to Pisano. Pisano holds up the play, continues run out, he cuts back in to try and beat William, who sends a beautiful ball into fight Gabriel Jesus, and Courtois saves it, and then Matic gets rid of it, sends it over to Ivanovic, and he clears it out for another corner, which nothing came about it. In the 17th minute, you can see Matic on the ball, sends it up to Oscar. Oscar holds it up and tries to finish it around White, but fluffed the chance, and nothing came from that. But here you can see in the 41st minute, Clough intercepts it, sends it up to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus will not miss that chance, and he did put it in the back of the net to give us the advantage in the 41st or 42nd minute of this match. A beautiful goal from the Brazilian international, once again putting us on top in a match against a tough side. Gabriel Jesus shows up when we need him, and he did show up in this match, giving us the one goal that we need to get into this match before the first half. In the second half, Chelsea came out with a different mindset, and they came out to attack and just attack and hopefully get a point from this. So you can see Douglas Costa on the ball, sends it over to Matic, sends it back to Costa. Costa whips it over to find Pedro, the former Barcelona winger, who takes the shot, and what a beautiful shot from Pedro. I've always loved Pedro. It's sad to see him leave Barcelona, but he wanted to play more games, but you can see he actually left, and it will not be getting a trophy this season because Chelsea is playing like garbage. But that's a beautiful goal from him, and you can see he puts it in the back of the net to give Chelsea back on level term. And the number 17 Spanish international did give Chelsea the point in this match. They got one shot on target, but you can see Gabriel Jesus played a magnificent match, 100% shooting and 100% passing. So the second match here, we're going to be playing against Swansea City, and we're playing away from home. We're going with our strongest side, and let's hope the boys can actually come up with a result in this. We're going with our away kit, and they with their home kit. We're playing on world class as usual. 4 minutes and a half, it's clouded, and let's hope that the boys can come up with a result at the Liberty Stadium against Swansea City. Let's go Bolton Wanderers. You can see their lineup, they're going with the 4-2-3-1, and we'll be going with the 4-2-3-1 with our strongest lineup. And let's hope that these boys can come out with a result. You can see Derek is in the lineup once again, and we will be playing. Now that our captain Pisano is back from injury, we'll put Adam Johnson back into his current position. But you can see in the 6th minute, Michu on it, sends it to the Dutch international striker Emnes, and he puts it in the back of the net in the 6th minute. What I must ask, where are my defenders? They were lost to the world. What is a beautiful through ball to find the Spanish international Michu and the former the former Spanish, the former Napoli striker who was at Napoli for loan. And here we can see we tried to get back on level terms, but as the first match we played against Swansea, their goalkeeper Remy Royal came up on top and get it behind for a corner. So he has been on form and has been playing on form. When he plays against us, I guess he sees us as a threat and wants us to not score against him. I can see Adam Johnson whips in across, hopefully to find one of our players. It lands to Gabriel Jesus, and his shot was put behind by the Argentina centre back Fernandez. Dodo on the ball. Dodo beats one, beats two, skips past one, and puts it on his right foot and finesses it around Rayo in the 14th minute to put us back on level term. Getting there, Dodo. Now this is his, I believe, second goal for us. Second goal for us in this episode, and he's now scored 2 goals in 3 matches. Or 2 goals in 2 matches, because he did not start the second match against Chelsea. So he has been in form, scoring 2 goals in 2 matches. There you go, getting there, Dodo. You can see a whipping across again in the 27th minute. And where are my defenders? The Dutch international striker gets ahead to his eminence and puts it in the back of the net with a lovely header, I must say. It's a beautiful cross, but we could have cleared the ball, and they whipping the cross, and there was no one marking the Rastafari, and he puts it in the back of the net for Swansea, giving them the advantage. Number 11, giving them the advantage in this match. And you can see Kovalenko on the ball, whips it over to Adam Johnson, who's going to cut back in on his left foot, and he continues to run, send it into Kovalenko. Kovalenko gets in there, boys. In the 33rd minute, Kovalenko, our number 6, the Ukraine international midfielder, beautiful ball. Adam Johnson cuts back in, our number 7 sends a drill through ball to Kovalenko. Beautiful control for him to beat the 2 defenders and put it on his right foot and to put it up past the goalkeeper in the 33rd minute. Gets in there, Kovalenko, and put us back on level terms. In the 65th minute, Jonathan shut down the ball, lands to Emnes, and Pisano gets a foot to it. And that is how the match finished, with a 2-2 draw at the Liberty Stadium. Look at that beautiful skill from Dodo. I just had to show it again. Look at this beautiful skill to beat his defender and person was marking him. We can see though that Swansea did play a complete match, and we are lucky to actually come up with a point in this match. And you can see the 90 minute stats right there. Marvin Emnes actually got man of the match with an 8.5 rating. He had 100% shooting, 100% passing, and he did deserve man of the match in that match at his home ground. You can see White is finally going up to the 78 overall, which I'm very happy about. Gray is close to the 76. My apologies. Jesus is close to the 76, and Gray is closer to his next overall. Liam Feeney is also leaving the club, along with Jay Spearing, and those 3 players, Mandin, Spearing, and Feeney, those 3 players are departing the club for the next season. You can see we have a FA Cup match here against Manchester United, and I didn't want to advance, but I did put out my weakest side. And you can see Valencia did score, but then Ezekiel comes back and score again, and then Ben Swanson puts it in the back of the net in the 46th minute to give us the points, or not even points, to carry us through into the next round for the FA Cup. You can see though that Gabriel Jesus is going up to that 76 overall and getting closer to the 77 overall, along with Gray getting closer to the 74th overall. In the next episode, I feel like I'll be training Gray more because I want him to grow faster. You can see we have a match here against Watford. Gray gets it in the back of the net in the 19th minute, but their centre back, it looks like, scores in the 34th minute to get them back on level terms, and that is how the match finished, with a 1-1 draw at home against Watford. I can see here that we're training more players, the same 3 players. I really want Gray to get up, but he's not growing with us, and none of the players grew. You can see though it's transfer deadline day for January, and these are the players that are going to be leaving the club. As you can see, Spearing is leaving to Nottingham, Madden and Crew Alexander. Feeney is going to Crew Alexander. But those are the 3 players that are departing the club in the next season. And really and truly, nothing happened in this January transfer window, but just some of the base that came in and didn't have no interest of selling our players, because we have such a complete team and they have been playing like quality. So I didn't want to change it up in any sort of way, form, or anything like that. We have really been playing. You can see Laporte is gone to Juventus, Rakitic to Liverpool, and Moting is gone to Newcastle. So after 2 hours remaining, a bid came in for one of our strikers, and I just accepted it, knowing that there's no way that he could have leave with 1 hour remaining on the clock, but I just accepted it either way. You can see his transfer window is now finished, and we are in the closing part of this season. And let's hope the boys can come up with something and finish on top of the table. We're not finished like first or second, but finish in a good position. These are the players that we have in our youth squad, and they're not really what I would say are magnificent or future Messis or anything of the sort, but they can develop into one of those players that we can sell to gain a profit, because remember that we got them for free and we're only paying their wages. You can see the top goal scorers. Jesus is in 4th, and I believe we'll have one more player. That's right, Dodo is in 22nd place. And you can see assists. Dodo has 13 assists and is in 1st place. And I'm just very happy with that. White is in 1st place with 13 clean sheets. 13 clean sheets from the 17-year-old goalkeeper. Beautiful from him. You can see he grows 6 ratings in this season, coming from a 72 at the start of the season, and he's now up to a 78. These are the stats of our players. You can see Pisano is getting older, so he's decreasing. If you guys want to see them in further details, you can always pause and look at their attributes for further details and to look at the growth of the players if you intend to sign them for your career more. Here you can see Scott Robinson, the player that we did sign from our youth squad who wanted to come out. And you can see Leon Bailey is actually going up our rating. Finney is going down. Kovalenko gone up by 2. Dele Alli went up by 1, which I'm very happy with. Ben Swanson up by 2 so far this season. Bennett up by 3. Spearing is getting older, so he's declining. Davis as well. You can see Gray is going up by 3, which I'm happy about. Walk up by 2. Clough up by 2, which I didn't expect him to grow that fast. And Gabriel Jesus up by 4. And the 2 strikers are also up by 2, Ezeka and Solanke, and those. And here you can see that Dodo has grown this season. But guys, thanks for watching. See you all in the next episode very soon. We did inquire for some funds, and they do accept it, giving us 4.4, and I just want to get that funds for contracts. So God bless you, peace.
We ain't never gonna quit it.